stand up if you are able and willing. Well, there's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it.
You can use it, yes, you can use it.
There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it.
You can use it, yes, you can use it.
There's a power for good in the universe,
and you can use it.
There's a power for love in the universe, and you can use it.
You can use it, yes, you can use
There's
it.
a power for love in the universe, and you can use it.
You can use it, yes, you can use it.
There's a power for love in the universe, and you can use it.
It is done as you believe it. It is done as you believe it. It is done as you believe it. It is done as you believe it. It is done as you believe it.
There's a
The
power
powerful Lord in the universe, and you
can use it.
You can use it, yes, you can use it.
There's a power
For
for
good
good
in the universe, and
you can use it.
you can use it, yes, you can use it.
There's a power for good in the universe, and you can use it.
it.
Well, there's a power for good in the universe, and
You can use it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Kalispell Center for Spiritual Living. If you are new here, please pick up a welcome packet, a prayer request form, sign up for our newsletter, or get a name tag, all on the back table. We exist to remind you that you are divine, and as such, you are not only connected to God, but you are an individualized aspect of God, an integral part of God. But somehow, during the chaos of daily life, we forget who we are, and we forget that we are connected to the one mind. We forget that there is a power for good in the universe, and that we can use it. Here at Kalispell Center for Spiritual Living, we not only remind you that you are divine, we celebrate you. One of the reasons this community gathers is to help us remember that as part of God, we are always connected to God. So please join me in stating our statement of purpose. Our community lovingly and joyfully inspires, supports, and empowers individuals to discover and express their divinity. A big thank you to all who are joining us online this week. We love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you. One of the ways this community works together is through prayer. Immediately after the service, we'll have a prayer circle up here at the front of the church. If something is on your heart or mind, please join us in the prayer circle. We have Zoom meditation every Wednesday at 7:30 to 8, and there are cards on the back table with how to attend via Zoom. On Monday, September 1st, we'll be feeding the Flathead. There is a sign-up sheet on the back table, and we hope Reverend Yvonne is enjoying her time off with her family, and we send her love. She will be back next Sunday. We are looking for volunteers to stain the sign frame before we put the new sign in it. If anyone would like to help with that, please contact Reverend Linda. On August 31st, our guest minister will be the Reverend Dr. Christensen Sorensen, the spiritual leader of the Seaside Center for Spiritual Living in Encinita, California. A gifted and eloquent speaker, he lights up audiences, including the United Nations General Assembly, a participant of the Synthesis Dialogues with the Dalai Lama, a repeat speaker at the Parliament of the World's Religions, and author of 11 books. He will return to our center to enlighten and encourage us with his talk entitled Healing Through Multidimensional Consciousness. And with that, let's bless our neighbor.
All right, greeting your neighbor. It went so well. Let's go ahead and sing the next song. I see joy and I see peace. I see goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I see God in everything. I see happiness and I see freedom. I see goodness that lives in me. I see perfection in all life brings. I see God in everything. I see joy and I feel peace. I feel goodness inside of me. I feel love in every breath I breathe. I feel God in everything. I feel happiness and I feel freedom. I feel goodness surrounding me. I see perfection in all life brings. I feel God in everything. I choose joy and I choose peace. I choose goodness surrounding me. I choose love in every breath I breathe. I choose God in everything. I choose happiness and I choose freedom. I choose beauty that lives in me. I choose perfection in all life brings. I choose God in everything. I know joy and I know peace. I know goodness surrounding me. I see love in every breath I breathe. I know God in everything. I know happiness and I know freedom. I know goodness that lives in me. I know perfection in all life brings. I know God in everything. I know perfection in all life brings. I know God in everything.
It's coming after me. Good morning. Good morning. We've come to that time in our service where we get to honor and bless our children, the children in our center, the children in our community, the children of the world. And so I'd like to ask you now to join me in this blessing. We see you really are made in the image and likeness of God. We cherish you, we support you, and we love you. And in that space of love, let us move within to our heart space where we commune with the divine, knowing truly there is only one power, one presence, one life. It is known by many names, the Great Spirit, Wonkan Tonkan, and God, the Holy One. It is known by many, many names. It doesn't matter what you call it. It is that divine and holy presence in which we live and breathe and have our being. It is active and present within each one of us and in our lives. It is the truth of our being. We are one with it, one with the one, whole, perfect, and complete, exactly the way we are right here and right now. There is nothing to rearrange, nothing that needs to be changed, just accepting and knowing the truth of your being. And so I know that as we move through the ensuing week, the month, the year, that we are strengthened and supported, but that divine and holy presence, that we are held in the loving arms of Spirit as we move through our daily activities. I know, God, that's active and present within each one of us, and the health and the wholeness of the divine is ours. I know that Spirit is in this place, and that Spirit is within each and every one of us, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity that we have to come together in community. I'm grateful for that powerful presence of Spirit within each one of us and within this center. I am grateful for each day. I am grateful for the sun and for the rain. I am grateful for all that God offers to us. I simply say thank you, God, as I release this word now to the perfect working of the perfect law, which always, always, and only says yes. Please join me in affirming, and so it is.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
Thank you so much. And it's true, we are known by the company we keep, and we're known by what's within our hearts, and we are known by our action. And every day we get to make choices. Every day. Some are knowingly and some not so much. Every morning, including today, you decided to get up, right? We get to choose whether to get up when that alarm rings or not, whether or not to go to work, what to buy at the grocery store, if we're going to go on vacation or not, and if we are, where are we going to go? And so on and so on and so on. Every day is filled with choices. You chose to be here today, and so did I. And some choices we make consciously, and some choices some are effortless, and some are tumultuous, requiring a lot of courage. Some are conscious choices, and if you do not make a decision, guess what? You're still making a choice. You're making a choice not to make a decision. So some of our actions are affected by our choices. Not only what happens today, but our soul's growth is affected. Life can sometimes appear to be a game. It is a journey in which we deal with those choices that we made, with the challenges we face, with our triumphs, and with that stuff that's not so good. Through the centuries, man has looked and looked for the meaning, the why of it. And it seems to be so elusive. It appears on our journey. It is filled with choices, with challenges, with the joy of winning, with the sadness of failure. Life is a mystery. It's like the game show, Let's Make a Deal. You get to choose. What do I choose? Door number 1 or door number 2 or door number 3? Do I choose the choices? Do I choose what's in the box? Anyway, the choices we make ripple out into and affect our everyday lives. The choices you make yesterday, you'll be feeling that effect still probably tomorrow. On this unfolding journey, we are searching for the connections between the mundane stuff that we deal with every day and with the divine. This search can cause us to ask some difficult questions like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What is my destiny? And where do I fit in that big picture? The truth is, at the core of our being, the choices that we make are intimately tied to our spiritual journey. It's up to us, each one of us, to explore who we are, what we value, and how we wish to be, how we wish our souls to evolve. And our choices, no matter how private, are rarely isolated. The kindness we show, the integrity we uphold, the forgiveness that we extend, these actions ripple out. They help bring healing and hope. When we make choices from a place of spiritual awareness, we become agents. We become agents of transformation for our families, for our communities, and yes, even for the broader world. In games like Let's Make a Deal, we get to choose this store or that one. We have a clear set of instructions and knowledge of the consequences of our choices. In life, it's not quite that simple, is it? The rules change and evolve as we move along our path. We get to wear many many hats. And each one of those requires a different set of rules, different opportunities, and different expectations. In the game of life, we get to learn and to grow through our losses, through our triumphs. And in life, if we don't like what's behind door number 1, we can choose again, and again, and again. And as we move forward, we get to question, is there more? Is there more to my life than this? Have you ever asked yourself that question? Is there more to my life than this? I've heard the expression that we are walking question marks, and Ernest Holmes told us we're always to remain open at the top. Open to receive divine guidance. The doorways of our hearts are impacted by the choices that we make, and the divine is always available to us when we go within and we listen. We listen to that holy presence within us. That's why meditation is an important spiritual practice. When we go within, we can listen to that holy presence. Now, when we entered this world, we were not given a specific set of instructions. I used to tell my kids they didn't come with a use and care tag tied to their toe. We kind of have to feel our way along, don't we? Boundaries change, goals change, the rules change. And in addition, we change. Child, teenager, adult, non-believer, seeker, and teacher. Those are just some of the roles that we get to take on. And we do not stay the same, and neither do the rules. The rules change. And that can be pretty challenging. It's hard to play the game when you don't know what the rules are. I get to ask, what is my divine purpose? What attributes should I cultivate? How do I do the dance between the human and the divine? Ernest Holmes tells us, quote, "We cannot lead a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there's a choice. If it were not so, we would not be individuals. And sometimes our journey is pretty smooth sailing, and other times it's pretty bumpy and windy and difficult." I have a great quote from Dr. Seuss, who says, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy who'll decide where to go." Think about that. You get to choose. You get to decide where to go. We get to decide every moment. And every moment offers us a fork in that road, doesn't it? Where we get to choose again. Where we can act with intention, or we can drift unconsciously to the next thing. The power of choice is one of our most sacred gifts. With it comes immense responsibility. Immense responsibility. For our decisions ripple outward. It's like when you throw a pebble into the water and the ripples go outward. It affects not only us, but all of those around us. So let us remember our lives are interconnected. Ancient wisdom traditions teach us that our actions, however small, contribute to all of existence. When we choose kindness over anger, when we choose honesty over convenience, when we choose forgiveness over resentment, we can heal, uplift, or transform to some degree, not only ourselves, but everyone we meet on the path. The Bible tells us, think on these things. Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are of good repute. And the Dalai Lama told us the whole purpose of religion is to facilitate love, compassion, patience, tolerance, humility, and forgiveness. In the practical application of science of mind, Ernest Holmes writes, "The power of choice with which man has been endowed is either his greatest blessing or his greatest curse. Properly understood, it can lift him to heights. Misunderstood, it can drag him to depths. He is free to choose anything he wishes, but he must accept the responsibility of his choices, because inexorable law will create his experiences according to his choices. That's pretty heavy, isn't it? We are responsible for our choices, so we need to choose wisely. So we need to stay mindful of who we are and what we need and what we want, and then on what we're actually doing and how that affects others. Often we stand in our own way, don't we? As Ernest Holmes told us, we need to get our bloated nothingness out of the way. Considering all the distractions and the demands in our life, many times we react instead of responding, instead of making a conscious choice. You know, you have that instant reaction that sometimes you regret. Well, anyway, I do. The dissension we encounter in daily living can lead us away from our spiritual center and allow us to make choices that are not for our highest and best. Have you ever made a choice that was not for your highest and best? To counter that, we get to turn to our spiritual practices, mindfulness, silence, gratitude, going within and listening to that gentle voice of spirit, endeavoring to stay centered on the present moment so we can focus our attention on the now moment. We are free when our choices are grounded in love and wisdom. We are free when we trust in the divine and we can choose what we think, how to feel, and what to do. We get to choose. We get to choose how we think. It's interesting when people try to tell you what you think. How do they know? We get to choose. And the choices we make, the actions we take, the kindness we show ripples outward. It gives us hope, and it gives others hope and healing. It transforms us and those we come in contact with, as shown by the actions of those who show love in the face of adversity. And we've had many examples of that. Let us all become aware of the lens through which we are viewing life. We all have some beliefs that are shaped by our background. It's our background who has shaped how we see and feel and understand the world. And some of that is no longer pertinent to us, so we need to examine those. We need to examine those beliefs and see which ones are still useful and which ones you can let go of. And when we do that, it gives us an opportunity to make different choices. Now, all of our choices aren't dramatic. All of our choices are not life-altering. Our spiritual growth unfolds in the little things, choosing patience over frustration, taking the time to listen to one another. How often do we really listen when we're not waiting for our turn to speak? How often do we really listen? Being grateful for the good in our lives. I think oftentimes we take our lives for granted. I got up this morning. It could have been otherwise. I'm on this side of the grass. It's a good day. It's important that we ask for clarity because not everything has a clear meaning. Many things, different people assign different meanings to the same statement, and that can be a bit confusing. What I think may contradict what you think, and of course I'm right, you know. It's very important for us to try to see things from the other person's perspective, from the other person's point of view. Making choices becomes easier and easier with practice, making wise choices. Know that there are other people on the path. We don't walk it alone. And let us use our spiritual practices of mindfulness, journaling, contemplation, and meditation to help deepen our self-knowledge and embrace our values. Albus Dumbledore from Harry Potter told us, "It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities." And that's true, isn't it? It's our choices that show who we really are. What we are is a work in progress. But what we know is God doesn't make no junk. And so truly, our mistakes are simply opportunities. They're opportunities for us to grow and to learn. Many, many years ago, I attended a real estate seminar in which the speaker shared this affirmation: I never see failure as failure, only as a learning experience. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I've had a lot of learning experiences in my life before and after that seminar. And it's really helpful because that whenever something happens that I think is less than perfect, I can use that affirmation, and it's stuck in my mind for 30 years probably or more. Some things take repeated exposure to sink in. And whenever something less than ideal happens, I remember and I repeat that affirmation. That's why I memorized it. It's very helpful to me. I never see failure as failure, only as a learning experience. And we get to learn a lot as we move down our path through this lifetime. Marcia Sinitar, who is the author of Elegant Choices and Healing Choices, says we can ask the experts for input, but we have to look to ourselves for the answer. We need to go within and listen. Oftentimes, she says, we set ourselves unrealistic expectations. I'm guilty of that. How about any of you? Are you ever guilty of unrealistic expectations? She reminds us to listen to that still small voice within and to identify what truly is important to us. Because a lot of times we agree to do stuff that's really not that important and we'd really prefer not to do, and we don't trust ourselves to be able to say, no, thank you. I have to remind myself, no is a complete sentence. No, thank you. She says we need to look to ourselves and those around us when we are not as we wish ourselves or them to be, to go within and to realize that we can merge our inner person with our outer reality, and we can recognize our dreams. We can recognize our dreams. To be whole, she says, we must choose in ways that let us live out our originality. Each one of us is an original. There aren't any copies here. No more, no less. And further, she says, the point is to continue, to keep on keeping on, to continue. To do so takes a fighting spirit because it gets tempting to just quit when we're tired or we're discouraged or we're sick. Abraham Maslow taught us that each moment presents us with a choice. You can step forward into growth or you can step backward into safety. Sometimes we step backward because it's familiar and we're not sure if we step forward exactly what's going to unfold. Like any skill, the capacity to make wise choices grows with practice. Spiritual communities like ours offer support, encouragement, and accountability. And when we belong to a spiritual community, we know we are not on this path alone. Other people are experiencing things very similar to what we are experiencing. And practices such as journaling, meditation, classes can deepen our self-knowledge and can clarify our values. It is important to cultivate humility, recognizing that what we are what we are is works in progress. And for those of you who attended Susan Breed's class, which was wonderful, by the way, thank you, Susan, we know that what if we make different choices? What if we recognize that those mistakes are not failures? Those are mistakes. They're opportunities for us to learn. And Spirit invites us to hold ourselves gently, to hold ourselves with compassion, and to recognize the hope the hope of something different. Ultimately, making choices is at the very heart of your spiritual life. Each decision is a brushstroke on the canvas of our souls, and it creates patterns of meaning and beauty and growth. So as we navigate the journey of life, may we choose with intention. Choose with intention and courage and love, and know that our choices matter. Your choices matter, not only to yourself, but to the world that each one of us is helping to shape. To live spiritually, we get to choose again and again and again in favor of what is true, what is good, and what is beautiful. It is to walk our path with open eyes and open hearts and trust that every choice that we make in love brings us closer to the wholeness and the wisdom that lie at the heart of our being, because it's all within us. We are individualized expressions of God. So let's put the divine in our driver's seats. I remember a sticker I had many, many years ago that said, God is the driver of this car. His hands are on the wheel and his wisdom leads the way. So your homework for this week is to go within and listen to that wisdom and let that wisdom lead the way. So I'd like to ask you now if you would join me in prayer to move into that heart space where we commune with the divine, to move in to where we are one with Spirit and listen to the song of our hearts, knowing that peace is within each one of us. What I know is that truly God is all there is, that we are individualized expressions of it. It is in it that we exist, because there is absolutely nothing outside of God. It is that divine and holy presence that guides us, that fills us up and spills over. It is light, and it is love, and it is peace, and it is joy. And it is our gift to be able to share that love, to share that peace, to share that joy with others. We are one. We are all one. And so as we move down our path, as we make our choices, let us be divinely guided to choose what is good and whole and healthy. Let us choose to be the truth of our being. Let us choose to let our God self shine through. Let us choose again and again and again that high road. We truly are individualized expressions of the one as we walk on this journey of life. It feeds us, it sustains us, it truly is us, and I am grateful. I'm grateful for that powerful presence of Spirit that leads us, that lights the way. I am grateful for the light and the love and the strength of the divine that helps us choose wisely, that supports us on our path. I am grateful for the opportunity to come together in community to share the love that is ours. I simply release this word now to the perfect working of the perfect law, which always, and only says yes. Please join me in affirming, and so it is. Amen. You're welcome.
As our ushers come forward and we are blessed with the opportunity to share, let us say the abundance prayer. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth. I know my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses the world.
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me, and it returns to me.
Please join me in giving thanks. Thanks for these gifts. Thanks for the givers of these gifts. Knowing that the love that we share in whatever form goes out into our community, blessing all. And for that, we truly are grateful. We are grateful for the abundance of the divine, and we are grateful for the opportunity to share our abundance. We simply say thank you, God, and so it is.
Please join me in saying the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Please join us in the prayer circle after the music. Thank you.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This wonderful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Don't forget to join us for the prayer circle and then downstairs for some coffee and conversation.